So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Frankie de Jong is one of the most versatile midfielders in the game, capable of playing all sorts of roles, including even regista and centre-back.
There's the shot! In for the pieces! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And it's Olmo. Messi
goes steaming forward. Always onto this. And the flag has stayed down. Oh, shooting chance!
They want to be quick to recover this.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Now it's Pedri. He is through here. Knocks it into space. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that could set him on his way. Gets a good foot in there. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Messi. Danielson. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball. Threads one in. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Floated through. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Alexander-Arnold with the foul. Araujo. Rafinha. And he's been shifted off it. And this is Del Piero. Pedri. Danielson providing an outlet on that flank. Nice control. Messi receives it in a good position here. No foul, says the referee. Played down the flank. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Oh, smashing header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Van Nistelrooy certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Rodri. It's Pedri. Valverde is always looking to break lines.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Pedri. De Jong. Tries to pass it through. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Eder Militao. Yamal. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for the run. Oh, it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! Oh, it's hit the post! It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Rafinha. And it's Pedri. Half-time getting close now. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Looking for options for movement. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Martinez claims comfortably.
Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he get it through? Araujo calmly anticipates. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're off again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Pedri, played out to the left flank. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, this could be a chance. Dani Olmo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's not an especially good pass, that. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Eder Militao, and it's Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. He's shifting through the... Shoots!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Pedri. Dani Olmo. Del Piero. He is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Messi has it in a wide position. And it's Rodri. Nicely spread. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He's through here. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Well, that looks a decent ball. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Koundé gets over and intercepts. Distributed tidily. Pedri. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Tries to play it through. He has found the way through. Shot, surely! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 15. Lo reemplazará número 14. Se está realizando un cambio.
Messi with the short one. It's their second corner of the game. Messi plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good take in a good area.
Danielson.
Strong running down that left flank. Looking to play him in.
Well, he's seen that early. Used the certain sixth sense.
He's trying to hit the front line here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Well timed, excellent interception.
Great vision.
And the through ball.
Shot! There it is! Oh, I think it's been called offside.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. There's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Now it's Del Piero.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
And here's Del Piero. And it's Rodri.
Out towards the flank.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's been played through.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And that could set him on his way. Real chance here. Beckham!
He's quick to get it clear again.
Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless.
Vitinha.
Now that's well seen too. And that will be it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Well, there are plenty who consider Marco van Basten to be the very epitome of excellence, and it's hard to argue with that, Jim, isn't it?
Certainly is. Everything he did was pretty much perfect. His positioning, his movement with and without the ball, the ability to receive it and turn away from defenders. And don't get me started about his finishing.
For sure, a name to strike fear into the hearts of goalkeepers everywhere. And that's been won straight back. Out towards the flank. Great vision. Good ball, good take. Danielson! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Davids. Ball played for Rijkaard. It's Zico! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Zico. Back towards the middle. Messi running with the ball. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Del Piero! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Danielson. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Neymar. Van Basten. Messi. Looks to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Danielson going face-to-face with his great rival. Cannavaro. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, what a mistake! It's Ronaldinho! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Danielson, he's got away. Played in by... Climbs up big! And they're quick to get it back. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's a goal kick. Messi. Well, that has not gone well. Ronaldinho. Zico. Valverde is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, well played. Real chance! They've scored! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration
Voila. So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Aims beyond the defence. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And here's Del Piero. Danielson. That is lovely. Gets into some space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Strong running down that left flank. That's tidy. And it's Davids. And that has put paid to that. Rodri. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Ronaldinho will not want to lose. Ronaldinho! Palmeiras with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Martinez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cruyff. And a chance! Tries to pass it through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi is in a really good position out wide. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. No, again there's no way through. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, good ball. Chance for a shot. Oh, it's hit the post. It's not an especially good pass, that.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Has a look and plays it forward. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Cambio.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
And he's been shifted off it.
Valverde threads one in. Now it's Messi. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Baresi. Crunching tackle. Played into space. Baresi gets over and intercepts.
Rijkaard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's in space and looking for options.
Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Oh no, what has happened here? 1-0 as we head towards the end.
Bellingham.
And it's Bellingham.
Rijkaard.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And back to the keeper. Now it's Ronaldinho. I think we're just about done here. Rafael Leao.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Danielson. And it's Messi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Del Piero claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.